A mother gave birth to triplets at Kakuma, and she named them Gabriel Martinelli, Gabriel Magales, and Gabriel Jesus. So if you could name your child after a football player, which one would it be?
Please say it.
I tweeted this yesterday. My daughters are going to be so mad at me when I call them Erling Braut Haaland and the other one Kevin De Bruyne. My daughters will be so mad at me, man.
Was there a Manchester derby over the weekend? I can't remember. All I remember is the poor refereeing in La Liga. But anyway, welcome to another episode of The Wildcard. My name is Brian Waudo. On my left,
Fernand.
And on my right, our esteemed guest in the name of...
It's Big Tobs, Toby Ice, representing the reigning, defending, dominant champions of England and Europe, Manchester City.
Oh my God, I remember this episode is brought to you courtesy of SportPesa, a little initiative they started called the Tujiamini Initiative. I'll be telling you about it in a little while, but first of all, we have to start in the locale, in the 254.
Yes.
KPL Maneno, what's going on?
KPL Manze, ilianza poa sana. You know, this is a month where it will define who's going to finish top 4 kwa KPL pale. And Tusker walianza hii mwezi vizuri. I wish Nyasha angekuwa hapa because, you know, Nyasha has been talking about how Tusker, they have form going on and how players like Kapaito now...
Yes. Back on the score sheet.
It was a very great game. It was a tough game for them, but I'm happy they did something about that, you know. Alafu upande wetu wa... Gor Mahia, you know I'm a Gor Mahia fan and I have to talk on behalf of Gor Mahia. Pale, they had a formidable defense as they gave Posta Rangers 4-0.
You think you've cooked now?
I'm telling you, when you see Omalla saying Leo Barue imetumwa na network ya 4G. My friend, ni kunoma, my friend. Ni kunoma.
I mean, apart from Omalla goal and an assist, I have to give a shout out to Austin Odhiambo. Two fantastic.
Not Otieno. Not Otieno.
Two fantastic goals to secure the 4-0 win. I mean, the league is sealed for them. I personally believe the league is done and dusted. In your opinion?
Mi nafurahia sana because now unajua moving forward after the season kuisha, there's a tournament by there that's gonna be held. Actually, let me even just speak about it before we talk about the great things that are coming on our way pale Kenya football. So Harambee Stars is set to take part in a 4-nation tournament in Malawi as part of preparations for the upcoming 2026 FIFA World Cup Qualifiers. The tournament is scheduled to take place from March 18th to 26th, 2024. So need this match already. So when I see such things, the likes of Omalla and our best Kapaito na nani na singine wanaweza itwa at least to represent Kenya vizuri. So I am genuinely happy about that.
And speaking of Harambee Stars, you know, there's also the reveal that we are going to have one heck of a stadium. AFCON 2027. Hapo ndo tutakuwa tunakanyaga Tanzania and Uganda and the likes. Ndio?
Majirani wajui mpira. Majirani wajui mpira.
Oh, wow. Wako sawa.
Do you believe that we can actually do it? The systems in place, the powers above can actually, you know, give us this stadium. Apparently, it's going to be a 60,000 seater with a parking that can host up to 3,000 vehicles. Now the issue comes in with the infrastructure around. Because journalists like Eric Njiru have come out and said that the transport issue, the infrastructure issue needs to be sorted because at the end of the day, kutakuwa na jam Ngong Road iko in the Jamhuri area. So Ngong Road, like time inye prezo anakam, time prezo Uganda anakam, prezo wa Tanzania anakam, like there'll be a lot of traffic going on, commotions going on.
I think it's going to be a logistical nightmare, especially now seeing that Atujawai host Tonakama ever before. So it's going to be more of a learning experience while you're already hosting it. But location in Mexico, I don't think it's really that bad because it connects from the bypass the other side. All we have to hope is the systems and structures that are being put in place that zita work. But if it's anything to go by, I think itakuwa kitu poa.
What I like about this new stadium is they've said they will dedicate it solely to football. So Apondo, I just hope they stick to their word because
afterwards, you know, AFCON can come and go, and then what do we do with the stadium after the tournament? That is what matters.
You know, Bwana Sakaja alikuwa part of that event, and he was talking about Dandora Stadium to be opened in April. So at least I'm happy to hear that. history ya kuendadi macha for some of these games.
The KPL games. Yes.
And then also City Stadium pia as a project, it's been like I've seen it, wameanza kuishughulikia. I'm genuinely happy for that. And also me being a guy from Kibra, they have started working on Woodley Stadium because for those people who don't know, these two football za mtaani,
yes,
hiyo Woodley Stadium inakuanga very important sana for us. So nafurahia sana. And if I can quote Sakaja, he said something here that we are going to have a statue of Joe Kadenge outside City Stadium, just like Thierry Henry at Emirates Stadium.
Okay, fair enough. Na hapo umesema football ya mtaani.
Yes.
Football in the streets, because that is what SportPesa are currently working on this latest Tujiamini initiative. I mean,
yes,
there is a budget of 2 million per month. Okay. That is Kenyan shillings to reward 86 applicants all across the different departments that there will be. Of course, there's the gold and silver applicants, which they can apply with the sports-related activities. And that is for a reward of up to 500,000 Kenyan shillings. Then you go to the bronze applicants who can secure up to 10,000 Kenyan shillings. It's a one-time support that awards the showcase of your talent. I mean, ingekuwa kipi uppies, could be your skills. Kama ule msewa reseba. You know, you could literally show up with a video like that, and that gets you 10,000 Kenyan shillings courtesy of the SportPesa Tujiamini initiative. All you need to do to register and showcase your talent is go to tujiamini.co.ke, and you could be the latest award winner of this Tujiamini initiative courtesy of SportPesa. What are you waiting for, bro? Because Venant ametuambia mambo ya futa ya mtaani, ametuambia mambo ya stadiums, and hopefully after the AFCON 27 tournament, we get to utilize this stadium that they're building for us.
Yes. Oh, by the way, we do have a winner from last week's trivia where I asked guys to predict the KCB Muranga Seals game. And I watched that game. And there's a guy by the name of Paul Muniu.
Yes.
Paul Muniu, pale YouTube, and was the only guy who predicted a 0-0 result, even though there was a missed penalty. There was a missed penalty. I don't know, will you guys take penalty kwa dakika 89 when it's 0-0 and there's that pressure? Do you guys believe you can be able to convert a penalty?
If you've been doing it all your life, I think these guys don't feel pressure. Lakini sasa unaona sisi mtu kama sisi mara ya kwanza uko hapo, of course utatense, lakini say it's their life, they train for these moments, but inakwanga very ngumu. Ni kama ile swali, will you rather take the first penalty ama the last penalty?
First, tumalizane nayo chap.
True. Fast.
Tumalizane nayo chap. This one is a bit different.
Me heri nipige penalty number 8.
Yes, sudden death. Yes, sudden death.
Heri nipige penalty 8.
Yes, sudden death.
Heri ya sudden death.
After all the stars have taken.
Really?
After sasa Waudo ameuza penalty 3, 4. Because what are the odds that will get to penalty 8?
Sometimes
chances are low.
Sometimes you fika.
Sometimes you fika. Your team chances are low.
I had a friend of mine who went to watch the World Cup final in Qatar. And, when they came back, they were showing me the video of the penalty shootout between France and Argentina.
Yeah.
They were sitting all the way in the stadium. You can hear the noise. Guys are over, 40,000?
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody's shouting. Sasa hapo time, mtu anakutusi anakuambia, wewe kwenu hata unanga TV. Na sasa imagine, it's 40,000 of those guys. Saying that. So I think the pressure yenye itakuwa hapo, it's very high. If I could avoid the penalty, I'd really try to avoid it.
Now, with Kenyan football, like for example, when you situation kama hiyo, instead of now somebody telling you we don't have a TV, this is somebody telling you we know where you live. You know where you live.
Na usipite na hiyo njia.
Tunajua kinyozi wako. We know your church.
There's a guy on TikTok mwenye anafanyanga hizo vitu za nini. Kuna ngine niliona alikuwa anaambia coach, wewe sasa unanona na hii economy. Crazy, man. But anyway, that's football for you. Football culture is very exciting.
Speaking of football culture and all the banters, you know where you live, hamna TV kwenu. There's a certain team that has become rampant in doing the Poznan at the Etihad. And I'm not liking it too much because it's happening time and time again. Every time we go to the Etihad, the Poznan is done. We are not really here. Bro.
We need to change that slogan to "We are not really here" because we are here. We have arrived. Because this is a fun start, by the way. Google before to come. There's that website, it's called StatMuse.
Okay.
They keep track of all these numbers. The
Nice.
stat is in the Premier League, the all-time record of Manchester derbies. Guess what the record is?
I don't know. We have more wins.
What?
80-77 to the Blues.
Wow.
So Manchester is blue. Officially. It's not even just one game. There's a gap. We can lose the next 4. We can lose the next 4 PL derbies. And we will still be ahead of Manchester United. So Manchester is not red.
Manchester is not blue.
Manchester is not red.
Manchester is not blue. Aside from the game, we have more Premier League trophies. We have more Champions League trophies. We have more FA Cups. We have more Carabao Cups. Heck, even the Shield. We have more.
One against Wimbledon. When people were playing football, they were bus drivers.
What's the context when you've also beaten Watford?
Tell me, in the last 11 years.
Mbona mnatumianga 11 years peke? Mbona mwangaliangi time Ferguson alikuwa because you were non-existent, right?
See, sports, and this is a very important... Where's my camera? This is a very important part. In sports, it is important to update your resume and your CV daily.
True.
You have to turn up and defend your CV daily. Don't remind me what happened in 1970.
Then also don't remind me what happened in 2012.
That's why we're updating it daily. And most recently, as of yesterday.
Yes.
Let us pivot.
As of this weekend.
As of this weekend.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, take it away. Let's start.
What happened as of this weekend? Continue.
As of this weekend, we dog walked you guys. But the Rashford goal in the
first half. Caught you by surprise. Admit it.
Caught us by surprise. That was a very good
goal of the month.
Yes. Goal of the season contender, man. Goal of the season.
Kushinda ile Everton.
Kushinda ile Everton.
I've said it's a contender. I've said it's a contender. But at the end of the day, Rashford, that was a good goal. Don't get me wrong. You come up with the Players Tribune interview.
Yeah.
You have to step up. And I think, albeit him not taking his chances, he could have had a hat-trick in the first half.
He could have
had a hat-trick in the first half.
Hat-trick in the first 25 minutes because that's the longest you guys could last in terms of dominating that game. After you, it looked like just vibes and just downhill, you know. Mm-hmm. But you know the good thing, I like the fact that you've mentioned that 80-77 record because you guys have a chance to either extend that lead or catch up in the Emirates FA Cup quarter-final fixtures because Manchester United is playing Liverpool and Manchester City has Newcastle United. So I don't know how you guys feel about your club in relation to FA Cup.
I'll be honest. When that FA Cup draw happened, I was quite disappointed at the time because I didn't want this fixture this early.
Okay.
I wanted us to have the chance to do what we didn't do last year. Last year, we gave City the treble. We literally had the chance to deny them in the final. We gave them the treble. So I wanted us to get to the FA Cup final once again, albeit this time it had to be Liverpool. I wanted the final to be Man United Liverpool. But this time Klopp, usilete hao kina sijui Bobby Reed,
Klopp's kids.
Na sijui kona Bradley wapi. I kid you not. We are going to knock Liverpool out of the FA Cup.
Okay.
I've said we are going to knock Liverpool out of the FA Cup.
Buda umeficha wapi hiyo kitu umekunywa? Have you been smoking something before you I don't think you beat Liverpool in whatever universe. I think Liverpool kicks you.
They couldn't score against us at Anfield.
No. I think Liverpool kicks you out.
You guys are playing Newcastle.
Oh, it's an easy win.
Newcastle already have beaten you guys kwa Carabao in a tournament before. So,
but De Bruyne came back and passed the ball.
It's different. It's different now. What has happened since then?
Okay,
Newcastle have gone like this and
City mnapanda.
What? As is the norm at this stage of the season.
Speaking of that derby win, how important was it considering you guys are going to Anfield this weekend? In terms of the title race.
Yeah, it's very important. I think it sets up the game at Anfield very, very beautifully because if we beat Liverpool, we go ahead of them with 2 points. If we had lost yesterday, it wouldn't have been the end of the road, or rather the end of the title
12 games to go.
12 games to go. We'll have only been 4 points behind, but it would have been a bit difficult to start coming back than if we had won the game. So I think it sets the game up very beautifully. I think we have more than enough to beat Liverpool at Anfield next week.
And go for the league.
Yes.
And that is a lesson to you Arsenal fans as well.
See to me.
You guys have to start fighting your battles. Mlikuwa mnategemea Manchester United ifanye nini?
You were hate watching.
Wait. We are talking about Man City, bro. How does us we are okay? Do you know actually we'll zoom in up. You know, as an Arsenal fan, to be honest, I like where we are right now. We're not under pressure like the way Liverpool are. And we are like the underdogs in this journey to win the league. Because I, as an Arsenal fan, genuinely believe that if we beat Man City, ikitu ni yetu.
At the Etihad.
Yes, ikitu ni yetu. Why? We've done it twice this season alone. But we don't need...
Did you really beat...
Are you counting...
Like, did you really beat them?
Yes.
Community Shield.
come on.
Community Shield, really? I mean, that's a pre-season friendly.
No. Okay.
It's a pre-season friendly.
This is how I look at it.
Yes.
Walileta kila mtu.
Na si pia nyinyi mlileta kila mtu.
As we did.
Yes.
Na tukawachapa bado. Sawa. In this second game where the Martinelli goal, when you guys were criticizing Martinelli, he did the thing again. And now when you look at our form right now, we are scoring a lot of goals.
Sikatai hiyo. By the way, that Dubai training that Arteta took them, he really worked on their finishing.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, at that time, when you guys hosted City at the Emirates, they didn't have Rodri and De Bruyne. And now Haaland is fully fit. Bro, he literally scored 5 goals.
And you saw what he did last weekend, missing a chance versus Actually, Manchester United.
He has been He has been missing chances. Not
yes.
That game. He has been. Something is off with Nene.
Yes.
He's not that clinical, but still I'd pick him any day. The one thing, and I have to say, Pep Guardiola, we must send you this video. That Belgian dreaded fraud. The other Lukaku called Jeremy Doku. Please, man, rest with this guy.
Why?
Man, I miss Grealish at this point in the season. Because, here's why. Doku's ceiling is way high. On his day, he's one of the best left wingers in the Premier League.
Okay.
That's true. But his floor, Jesus Christ, it is also in hell. When he decides to have a stinker, it's a proper stinker. Like he has been having the last couple of months. You know, Doku, I think he's good when it's on a one-on-one. The defender is coming towards him. Against a low block, like most teams play against it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very difficult for him to affect the game. And if Doku is going to Anfield, it's going to be terrible. That tandem of Alvarez and Foden and Haaland and De Bruyne, that's the one that should start. That's the one that works. Because Doku really struggles against a low block when because he has zero creativity.
He's already given us a record this season of 4 assists in one game.
Since then,
Bas.
He hasn't been playing.
Everybody's hopping on in one game. One game only.
As, you know, this is why in the name Man United they signed Abrabat. Because of that one game against France. They went, and in fact, I saw a compilation yesterday on Twitter. Mbappe was bossing this guy, man. I don't know why guys were hyping this guy up.
You already has
that one tackle. Because of that one tackle.
Mkaenda sama takusign players na YouTube. Mkaenda mkaangalia YouTube highlights za one Anthony tonga Dos Santos. Ameenda mtafuta spinning top. Fat jamaa anazunguka hivi. And I remember when Anthony was signed, the hype that was coming out of my new fans.
Kwani ilikuwa Tiger. Unajua alikuwa amekaa na kupa. Of course you come in and dunk on Arsenal. Of course you're going to get on your back. But then
ule boy that ule atapaka si paka. 0 goals, 0 assists, 20 Premier League appearances.
Oh, that's a bad record. Kuna fixtures zenu hapa Man City zinakuja hapa. And I'm glad you are here because like Brian, Manchester City play Liverpool this weekend.
Yes.
Yeah. I think we'll talk about that when we talk about predictions.
Yeah.
But they have Brighton, Arsenal, and Aston Villa. And to be honest, I don't think they're going to get 9 points in these fixtures.
I think they get 12. I'll be very honest. I think they get 12. With Liverpool's injuries, they'll go to Anfield, and it might not be an easy win, but probably like 3-2 or 2-1. Then you look at the Brighton game. I think they're away again to Brighton, back-to-back away games. Back-to-back away games, they go to Brighton, they give them the business. I mean, Fulham just gave Brighton 3 goals over the weekend. Then they host Arsenal and they host
2
Villa.
weeks later.
Yeah, they host Arsenal and they host Villa, back-to-back home games.
Yes.
Win-win.
Win-win.
Yeah.
What do you think? Wewe kama fan wa...
Don't touch me.
Oh, nyinyi kama fan.
We were touching you yesterday.
Nyinyi kama...
We touched you. So, as a Manchester City fan, I think this is the time of the season where people start saying, ukinyanga Twitter at this point in the year, everybody ni damn City, F City, Maze City wana bo. This is the period. These are fixtures that are coming. I think we beat Liverpool. I think we beat Brighton badly. I think the Arsenal game is going to be tight.
True.
Yeah. Very tight.
True.
But I think we sneak away with it.
Last minute, like...
A Rodri clutch goal or something.
Somewhere in the second half.
Last minute, like the way Liverpool did Nottingham Forest last weekend.
Yeah. And then after that, then we beat Villa. Then now it's all races to the end of the season.
because I'm looking at EPL right now, and Watkins is on a form of his life right now. Only Haaland has, I think, 2 or 3 goals more.
Yes.
And I think it's going to extend also to the City game because Watkins, where he is right now, he has a constant supply of balls, either from Bailey or Douglas Luiz or Diaby.
Well,
yeah, so wako fiti. But now I want to go back to Liverpool because it sounds like us three tuna underrate Liverpool, considering they have that winning mentality. Look at Klopp right now. He's playing his kids and still winning these games to the point where now the Nottingham Forest owner chased the referee Paul Tierney down the
after
target
the game, by the way.
After the game because of you know what happened. And if you ask me, because guys are asking about the officiating of that game, because I think I was told like that game comes in that goal ilikuja
99 and
almost 2 minutes after the
added time.
So I don't know how you guys feel about Liverpool going forward.
I think you saying me I've underrated Liverpool is like a dagger in my heart, because I said it at the start of the season. Klopp is his final season. He's going to go all out for something. He's going to want to leave on a bang. And the fact that these guys, you know, Liverpool, they go play 4 games, play well. Then there's that 5th game, they scrap. They scrap a win. Play 4, the 5th one, they scrap another win. And I think it's testament to Klopp's mentality that he's ingrained into these players' minds. Even with all these injuries, literally this guy fielded an under-21 team against Southampton in the FA Cup. Southampton are threatening to come back in the league. Exactly, and they beat them 3-0. Then they go to Forest away. Elanga misses his chances. Liverpool capitalized in the last minutes. Nunes does what he did against Newcastle earlier in the season with his 2 clutch goals. So at the end of the day, Liverpool, I think Liverpool could take us down to the last day. And maybe this time, if it goes to the last day, they could win it this time, unlike the previous times when they've let it go to City.
And I'm glad you've said that, because I also think, this is just a thought, by the way, you guys can chime in. I think part of Arsenal, City and Liverpool winning the league, I think Chelsea will play a part of slowing down one of these teams.
No.
Honestly.
No. What are you saying?
I don't believe that.
No
In fact,
way.
I'm so shocked that as City tumefail kupiga Chelsea na hiyo safi na niumanga roho kila siku. Sijui yani hiyo kitu tulifungwa bao 4.
Yes.
Na Chelsea.
Pochettino,
But Liverpool, their injuries have come at a terrible time.
Yeah.
And they still have a couple of big games to play. So it will be interesting to see what happens in those big games. I'm not counting them out, but the circumstances that they're dealing with at this particular point in the season is what is giving me a bit of hope as a City fan.
Are you guys suffering any key injuries?
City.
Other than Grealish?
JG, 10.
Jesus Christ.
So Anyola anafanya hivi. So that's, I think for me that's a very key injury, because at the beginning of the season, and sorry to go back to Doku, but at the beginning of the season when Doku was playing well, everybody was saying, oh, now we can sell Grealish. We have found a replacement better than Grealish. Boss, wapi. Now
he's stink after stink.
What? Putrid. Yeah, I think it's just a Grealish injury, but I think we have a good enough in his squad to go into the title running, and also looking to defend the UCL as well.
Because I wanted to ask you about Champions League. You know, you guys right now, when you look at me, in my opinion, you guys have already qualified for like that 3 goals
in the quarterfinal.
Yeah, you guys are already there. So do you have any team that you feel like if you met them right now or in the next stage, it will be a bit of a challenge?
No.
Of course, other than Arsenal. Thanks for
Are you mad?
talking about it. Yeah.
Are
Other
you
than
mad?
Arsenal, tafadhali, please. Is there any other team that you believe could be a challenge?
Ain't nobody scaring the Pep boys. Nobody. In fact, I think in the next round, if we qualify, we're playing Real, right?
Producer, nataka uweke Hala Madrid hiyo anthem hapa. Utaona Tobiko shaking in his boots. Mse anajua barabao si mchezo. Bellingham atakuja afanye hivi Etihad.
Bellingham already has a red card.
Hiyo ni La Liga.
Let me last season, I was saying that every clip for Manchester City, mnikatie. Because I knew what I was saying. And it's the same thing this season.
Say it.
You believe you go back to back?
Easily. No, okay, not easily, but confidently. That was the word I was looking for. Confidently. Because I think we beat Real Madrid. And I keep saying, there's no universe that Real Madrid team is better than the Manchester City team.
I think they just have more defensive errors. And this season, you guys also have defensive errors. But Madrid have more. Madrid just have more.
Tuko so terrible in defense.
Yeah.
So, but you know, funny thing, with all the goals we've been conceding. Goal, race for the golden glove. Ederson ako hapo. David Raya
ako hapo pia.
Na Jordan
Onana
Pickford.
is one behind as well. Yeah, Pickford pia ako hapo.
Don't mention trash keepers. But in the Champions League, being serious, I think we beat Real Madrid. I think Arsenal is on the other side of the bracket. I don't know.
No, you can only make the bracket once the quarterfinal draw is done.
Okay.
So that's how we'll know. Yeah.
So we'll know. But I think
Arsenal, if Arsenal can manage to get past Porto, and then wapewe tu Inter waende home mapema. Wapewe tu Inter.
Speaking of Porto, Arsenal fans, Porto played Benfica last weekend.
Tano.
Porto scored 5 goals. Porto versus Benfica is like Man City versus Liverpool.
Yeah.
And now to hear Benfica getting 5, that speaks a lot to us. So as much as we are scoring goals, Nanini, Porto are doing that too, and they have a lead against us. So kina Ben White Nanani.
If they get the first goal at the Emirates, you're out.
but it's a slender lead though.
If they get the first goal at the Emirates, these guys are out.
I was talking to Nyasho for the weekend. I was telling him I think Arsenal will go home, but it's the Emirates, man. I think
They've been firing at the Emirates this season.
I think we beat Porto, but Amwende Mbali isn't his
wapewe tu Inter.
Amwende Mbali.
Wapewe tu Inter. Hiyo ndo tunataka.
So basically watu wanasikia vibaya hapa juu Arsenal are still in UCL and some of you guys aren't even in that conversation.
We have Champions League trophies, right? Tusikie vibaya aje.
Boss, we have won.
Tusikie vibaya aje. Have you tasted glory in Europe?
Have you tasted glory in Europe, my friend?
Wait, come on. We are just
Have you tasted glory in Europe? Yes or no?
Ona, ndio tumeingia kwa hii building. You already
after 7 years. What?
Sindio, so we are happy to be here. So can't you guys just be happy? You see, like right now we have a Man City fan kwa studio. Have you heard me say anything negative about Man City?
But he's a champion of Europe.
No, me, I'm a hater. I thrive on negativity. Let me not lie. Arsenal, where is the Champions League?
Iko wapi?
Are you a big club or no?
Let's just move on to to better conversations hapa, because for those people who weren't here when Tobiko alikuwa up on the last episode, we had a revelation about Waudo, and he confessed that he was a Man City fan, and because Pogba was signed to Manchester United, he became a fan.
It's true.
Now, Pogba seems like we'll never see him again. So, I want to ask you as a I don't know if it's a Man United fan or as a Pogba fan, what's the way forward now?
Tutafanya podcast yetu ikuwe cancelled for falsifying information.
Let me tell you.
Man City fan wapi?
Let me tell you. That story, I have people who can back me up.
Where?
Relax.
Contact them.
Yeah, my friend. We were in a class of not less than 30 people.
30 witnesses.
30 witnesses, and there were only 2 Manchester City fans. It was me and my friend.
Hey, your friend? Have we met?
But the problem is,
who are you?
You made poor choices in life.
This is one of them.
Like he did.
Yeah.
But anyway, what do you think about Paul?
Yeah, man, I think personally, him being banned for 4 years is a bit harsh, in my opinion. Listen, I get it. Infantino is not going to take like this matter lightly. So, of course, he has to be punished for his wrongs. But then 4 years, when Pep did it as a player, he was only banned for about 6 months. I think Rio Ferdinand also for about...
Maradona.
Yeah, Rio Ferdinand, Maradona. Even Onana at some point got like an 18th month ban. So, for Pogba to get 4 years, bro, he's going to come back when he's 35. He might as well retire. He might as well retire right now.
Do you think he'll go down as one of the greatest midfielder ever?
Yes, he will. 4-time Serie A winner, Europa League winner once, World Cup winner. Yeah, that's good to have in your
Scorer
CV.
by the end.
Yeah, that's good to have in your
if
CV.
People are going to be objective, Pogba is a world class.
Killer.
Very talented. But his career ever since the Man United return, apart from the World Cup.
Ever since they beefed with Mourinho.
Ever since the Mourinho thing. It's been with all the
downhill.
With all the injuries, now the doping
allegations. Yeah.
Not allegations have been proven, it's been banned. This is not an allegation.
Oh yeah.
He was on that stuff. He was on that stuff. He was high on it. It's not an allegation. But it's very sad for how it's played out. I also think 4 years is too long. Yes. But anyway,
he's going to appeal though.
I think he's going to appeal.
Yeah. Of course, if you guys know Pogba and media and social media, you guys also know Graham Souness.
Graham Souness.
Yes. So he had this to say about Pogba. So he had the potential to be one of the best midfielders ever.
Yes.
Instead, he wasted his career. I criticized him to such a substantial degree, and I take no satisfaction saying that I was right, because I saw that huge potential. I saw the kind of player he could become. So I think this is the first positive thing he said about Pogba.
True. I mean, he was constantly on him about his hairstyles and whatnot, his cars. Pause, yeah. But at the end of the day, to some extent, Graham Souness was actually right. Like sometimes, even Bukayo Saka in December decided to dye his hair like Rashford, went back to black. Look at him now on the pitch, performing. Sometimes, as a player as well, it's upon you to just,
Bro,
shut out the outside.
Did you say the dye?
The dye is what ruined him.
What?
Yeah.
So now you're blaming Saloonist.
Yeah.
Now you're blaming Saloonist.
Yeah. Angalia Chelsea. Saloonist wao wangekuwa wanafanya job fiti. Chelsea could be top of the league right now.
Kwanza Chelsea, they have a nightmare called Brentford.
Yeah.
Never won in their last 5 games. Actually, I was seeing their home fixtures is where Brentford has been winning.
Brentford wamewa bang. And over the weekend, I think, bro, Nicholas Jackson, if we're having conversations about Anthony, Nicholas Jackson needs to enter this conversation.
No, Nicholas Jackson is a fraud. No one has ever said otherwise. Bro. This is not a conversation, it is fact. We know.
I'd like to also add a player called Misasi, aka Disasi, with a disaster, because with him, whenever I see him kwa pitch, I just know yo bao inatokea hapo.
Yeah,
because he's been disappointing.
Akoka ule Woodfairs wa Leicester. Unakumbuka Woodfairs?
Na kuna ule mtu wa Bayern, msawano wa France anaitwa Dayo Pamecano.
Oh, by the way, something interesting happened last week. And I'd like to ask you guys, it's just a funny question here. A mother gave birth to triplets at Kakuma, and she named them Gabriel Martinelli, Gabriel Magalhaes, and Gabriel Jesus. So if you could name your child after a football player, which one will it be?
Please say it.
I tweeted this yesterday. My daughters are going to be so mad at me when I call them Erling Braut Haaland and the other one, Kevin De Bruyne. My daughters will be so mad at me, man. But my firstborn daughter, Kevin De Bruyne.
Okay, fair enough. Me, I'd probably name them Bellingham, you know?
This guy,
he's playing later on tonight.
Bellingham is even younger than you are. Come on, bro. Really?
Listen, Bellingham is playing later on tonight in the Champions League fixture. That is Madrid versus RB Leipzig. I believe we're going to batter them. And of course, on the other end, Man City do play host to Copenhagen. And let me tell you something about the Sport Pesa Cash Out. It's the latest feature on the app, of course, available to all Androids and iOS devices. All you have to do is go to the Play Store or the App Store, type Sport Pesa Kenya, download the app, one tap away, and you could get down to responsible betting. Once again, responsible betting. Usieke pesa ya rent kwa Man City na unajua maybe washa go through. Inawezaisha 1-1 because they're already through to the quarterfinals.
Because Arnold is also missing a lot these days.
Exactly. So bet responsibly. That cash out feature is the latest one. I mean, you could have cashed out in the Nottingham Forest versus Liverpool game.
Yeah.
You know, because ilikuwa inakaa kugeuza. So you cash out before Nunes does his business. At the end of the day, Sport Pesa got you covered. And remember, the pay bill number is 955-100. The account number is, of course, your phone number. And all you need is the 99 bob to become the latest millionaire in the 254, because the mega jackpot right now sits at over 355 million Kenyan shillings. Imagine that.
Speaking of winning, it's that favorite time of the show called the trivia.
It's my time. It's my time to shine, you know.
And this week's episode, we are looking at football clubs' logos.
Logos?
Yes.
Nyash amehepa. He's scared. He's scared of the greatness. Scared of the greatness.
Yes. So normally what happens if you are tuning in for the first time, by the way, subscribe. We do have great shows on our channel. I ask questions. And they answer. Yes. Even you who's watching, you get to participate, and whoever gets the most wins. And I've just seen here, this trivia is very special because there's something to be won.
There's something for us.
Yes.
Either me or Tobiko.
For you guys, whoever wins, Upper is living with a smile.
Okay.
Yes. So, tunaanza na KPL kiasi. I'm going to show them the logo. They're going to show you guys. And then we'll see who wins. Okay. So ya kwanza ndio hii. For you guys, I think, I guess see. So ndio hiyo. It's a Kenyan Premier League. It's not as big as Gor, but it's one of those teams that ukizuba kiasi, they can get you that GG last minute.
What's that?
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah, just show. Oh, wow. You guys are good. It's Muhoroni.
Oh, shit. Yes. Madare.
It's 1-0.
Yeah, it's 1-0. Don't worry.
I got Isaacs.
Ubaya pia iwezi cash out.
No.
Let's move on to the next one. At least now this one tunaenda pale Europe. We have this.
Okay.
Light work.
I think we need to look at the spelling.
This is so easy. I also need to look at spelling. Ikienda mbaya.
Light work.
Yes. Oh, wow, yes. So for those people
Bologna.
in Bologna. Now, the next one.
Light work.
I want to see people who've written Valencia here. Oh, Villarreal. Okay. As our producer here is laughing at his answer. Boom. Next.
Light work.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. This is a team that ikipatana na Juventus, regardless of the form, these guys perform.
Hiyo Moroni ulipata juu nakulangamiwa sana.
Nakulamba skari. Boom. Next one.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Tunaenda pale Ujerumani. That's the hint for those people.
FC Stuttgart. How many VfB Stuttgart? Something like that.
Oh, wow. Nice one. So far, Brian is leading.
Brian is ahead.
Sir. Next one.
Oh!
He was right, two names.
Yeah.
Are we checking spelling?
Yes, spelling pia tunaangalia
Why would
ikienda
you
mbaya.
check? I'm not German. Hey. Eintracht Frankfurt.
As Austin is saying, Bell.
Twende.
Okay, last one.
Oh.
Last one. This is a very famous team pale Germany. Oh. It's not younger boys. Young FC.
Borussia Mönchengladbach.
Boom. Nice.
Producer, umeandika nini hapo?
Besiktas. Jameni.
Zimeland.
Hakuna ingine bonus.
No. Oh, you want a bonus? Okay. Sasa.
Bonus.
You have 5 points. You have 5 points. Winner takes all.
So winner takes
Ndio bonus.
For 5 points.
Sawa. Last one.
Oh.
Wow.
Last one. Hint.
Winner takes
hint.
all. Mine's 0.5. Huyo ajeka 0.5.
Wait, so we've tied.
Hakuna time. I'm still one.
We need another We need another tiebreaker.
Moroni Youth that was the one that Wait, have you noticed something that whenever there is something to be
Say it again.
Congratulations.
Say it again.
Now, I will give you nitakupea lika ya what the gift is. Tumepromise your lunch. Na umse kama mnaweza muona. Hajakula chochote.
Wow.
No wonder amecheza hivi. Hajakula chochote. But congrats, bro. That was a good one.
Oh my life.
At least umeshinda kitu. Amshindangi sana.
Wow.
Right, first.
Good job.
I'll take it. Nyash, welcome back.
Oh my God, guys, breaking news.
Well gone.
Pale FPL.
Yes.
There's a blank game week 29 that has been announced. For those people who are new to FPL, a blank game week, simply put, is one of those game weeks where a chunk of our
let me
best
cut
team...
you. Let me cut you short. I can just confirm that the lunch has been well received. God damn it. Mpese metingika hapa kidogo. Ujaona? Mpese metingika kidogo. I'll be eating good as a United fan later on tonight.
Tobiko, that's the only thing United will win this season.
This how?
Yeah.
This how?
So blank game week 29 basically is one of those game weeks where a chunk of our teams will not play because of the likes of FA Cup Nanini. And it has been announced. So they confirmed teams that the fixtures that won't be performed was Burnley and Brentford.
Yes.
Fulham and Spurs, Luton and Nottingham Forest, which looks like a good game. West Ham and Aston Villa.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we need to re-strategize in terms of our transfers. So don't just flock our team with players who have good fixtures this week and then next week they are blanking. And there are a couple of tips that I'll give you guys in regardless of how your team is right now. So number one, if you can save your free hit for this week so that next week when you have that blank game week, you can be able to transfer at least 2 people for the price of 0 points. You know, if you have 9 to 10 players, you are good. You don't need to use the free hit cheap, which is my second point. If you, on the other hand, have less than 6 players who are active in game week 29, Uzuri, you can check. You can check. If you have, then maybe you can use your free hit chip for that game week. For Spurs people, you can triple up because Spurs people are confiti. This Brennan Johnson guy is playing very well pale. Unaweza consider Richarlison, I think, is out for some time now.
Yes.
Also, consider Luton. When I say Luton, basically I'm just saying Morris and avoid Burnley because I think Burnley their season is done.
Yes.
Na feeling kama walikuja Premier League for attachment.
That's the one Pep students that alikuwa anapata tu madi.
No.
Ni ukweli.
No.
Company was getting ease.
No, context is necessary.
Yes.
Context is necessary.
Yes.
The manager of Burnley.
Yes. Pep student, just like Arteta.
Burnley.
Pep student, just like Arteta.
Burnley. You saw how the Pep method worked in the championship. So I'm saying Burnley against likewise opposition. Watu wanatoshana nguvu. Maze they are overpowered in the Premier League. Anyone will struggle at Burnley.
So then you go back to 4-4-2, Tony Pulis style.
Short Dutch Haram. Knock it long. Knock it long.
Lakini Tobiko hapa nataka nikwambie, I want to give you a piece of advice. Huku daily mimi na Nyash tunasindanga tumesikiza Venant. Oh, triple captain this. Oh, sijui you made to have Morris. Oh, sijui nini. Then the next 3 weeks on a blank. Tips zako
they've been spot on. They've been
apart from your Watkins na Pascal Gross, niambie gani nimewaka.
Speaking of Watkins, Watkins is one of those people who I want you guys to keep between now and the end of the season because he is a ball take. I think he gets more goals than Haaland at the end of the season.
Cap.
Think about it this way.
No.
Look at the last
tips.
Look at the last
Cap.
Look at the
tips.
last look at the but that's a personal opinion now. He is
Fair.
Look at the last 6 appearances. He has a goal versus Newcastle, 2 assists and a goal versus Sheffield. He blanked versus United, 2 goals versus Fulham. A goal versus Nottingham Forest, 2 goals versus Luton. So this is somebody who, when you pick him, I want you guys to stick by him. Of course, I mentioned the double game week that is this week. And for me, my FPL captain for this week is Solanke, purely because he has a double game week. Otherwise, I would have left it at Watkins. And this is why. Here's some stat for you. Dominic Solanke is only 2 goals shy of equaling Joshua King's, former Manchester United, club's record of 16 in a single Premier League campaign. So I think he goes for it.
You've said you're going to captain Solanke.
Yes.
Because of the double game week.
The
Just
double
like you
game
told
week.
us about captaining Haaland because of that double
And
game
he
week.
scored.
1 goal.
He scored. Okay. So that's my team for this week, honestly. And those are the 2 free transfers that I can urge you guys to get, either Morris or Solanke. Kama you already have them, save that the free transfer for next week because kuna blank game week.
Fair enough. So Watkins, I agree with you, considering they're playing Spurs this coming weekend. Yeah, Spurs high line. Watkins and Diaby and Bailey can run in behind them. So Watkins, I'll agree. He could get a goal or 2 against Spurs.
FPL tip, keep off Man U players.
I've been nimechoka sasa.
Keep off. No, but it's true. It's the same way you need to keep off Man City.
But see, Højlund is injured.
Man City?
Defenders.
What about Ake? Because he's been...
But they're always going to concede. So.
Yeah, that's the thing now.
Yeah.
But there, guys, do you care about London Football Awards?
No.
That was held last week because our guy there, Rice Ali Win Kitu Apple.
Yeah, imagine. They've given Postecoglou already a manager of the season award already. He's been here not 8 months.
Yeah, that's a good first impression you need to set for the club. Just like the way Arteta did the first 3 months FA Cup. You know, and that's how... And then he elevated us.
Say it like it is. 8-8.
No.
Yeah.
He elevated us to Champions League where we are right now. Yeah. Oh, by the way, guys, Rooney, he's been on the media lately, and he said the aim, he has an aim of managing Manchester United in the future.
Keep off.
Students of Alex Ferguson.
Keep off. We've seen it with Ole. We've seen it with Gary Neville when he was at Valencia. Keep off.
Rooney's a poor man.
Even Roy Keane himself struggled as a manager. Keep off. Kabisa. Please, Ineos, msilete any of the former Ferguson students. If you're going to sack someone, if you're going to sack Ten Hag, please, msilete any former Ferguson student. Right now, I take Inzaghi, by the way. He's a name that's been put out there. I take Inzaghi from Inter. I really like his style of play. His teams look structured. They look like they know what they're doing on the pitch. Yeah, with the ball and off the ball in transition as well. So other than that, my final words is Ineos, please. When I say I want Ten Hag to be sacked, by the way, it's not like I'm saying because this is a cycle that United has been doing. This time we have Omar, we have Jason Wilcox, guy. and you also have Dan Ashworth. Please, this time the environment will be different for the next manager.
Tobiko, save your teammate, please. Save your teammate.
No, but I also think Ten Hag should be packing his bags.
Yeah. And the way Gary Neville and Scholes are talking, it's like they have inside information from the club, so they probably know. They probably know what's going to happen. Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's going to lose his job.
Wow. I'm out of words.
Thank you so much, Jay. We've not talked about Arsenal. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, we keep
Welcome next week. But what? I love it,
He's just excited because of the trivia. Don't be fooled by this. Yeah, chakula when you just food, man.
And Tadishi manze.
Wildcard.
Please, wildcard. Anyway, those are our final thoughts, man. Other than that, it's been a great episode courtesy of Sport Pesa. Yes. My name is Brian Waudo. On my left,
Venant.
And on my right, our esteemed guest.
Yeah, big Toby Ice,